welcome to LA Noire, which recently got its re-release, its remaster for the modern consoles. And when that got announced, I was like, ooh, I want to do that. I really, really want to do that, because I like this game quite a bit. Although, I actually didn't play it until not that long ago, earlier this year actually. I played through the PC version and rather enjoyed it. I would say it's probably my favorite game under Rockstar's label, which is obviously saying a lot because Rockstar is a freaking giant. But yeah, I think it's my favorite game from them, though it wasn't technically fully developed by them. That's a whole other story. But also, this is the 4K era. I recently got my 4K capture card, up to 4K 60 frames per second, the new Elgato card. But of course, this game only runs at 30, so I'm using most of that power. In fact, I had to look it up before starting the game to be like, what frame rate does this game run at? It must run at 30, and yeah, it does, no matter which version you're playing on. Oh, I guess my options don't pop up until I start the game. Alright, let's start a new game. Hopefully I have subtitles on. I think I do.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality.
Hey, there's our hero.
Every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
All right, there's your opening. Upon reflection.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGPL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Oh yeah, now we can see how bad I am at controls.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Yeah, so our main guy, his name's Cole Phelps. Cole's a bit of an interesting dude. He's kind of a stickler. Former Marine.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You my backup?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
All right. If it wasn't evident before.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
Right. We are in the year 1947, so things are going to be a little bit more racist from time to time. Good old racist America.
Look at this junk.
So your tutorial introduction is what it's like to search for clues. Now there's a bunch of crap all over the floor
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
that when you walk up to, it makes a little jingle noise. It's like, boo doo doo. It's like, you can pick this piece of shit up. And then most of the time it's completely irrelevant.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
You mean this giant blood stain?
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
What a
Hell of a way to
deduction.
go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Okay, how's the science of that work? It's on the rooftop up there, and I think it's reflecting onto that. I think that's how it's working. Can I run? Yeah.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Don't worry, I'm already climbing the pole, stupid. There we are.
What kind of chumps
Whoa,
do these
what's this
homicide
new
guys
control?
think we are?
Wesson, serial S71893.
I solved it too quickly. But there's some shit about like now that they're using the touchpad. 1 shot fired. 2 shots fired.
2 rounds fired.
I'm a great
Instead of
cop.
dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
He tried to dispose of the evidence. How interesting.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Okay, notebook is on touchpad.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Let's go check it out. Now I'm gonna cheat a little bit since we
Sure about this?
get back
It's
to
not
our
really
car.
gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
So I'll be honest and say that driving this game isn't great. It's not the worst, but it's not great either. So there's a little bit of a cheat, and if you hold triangle next to your vehicle,
You know the way. You can drive.
you can make your partner drive you anywhere, so you don't have to do it yourself. Let's go to that gun store. Eventually they tell you that. I think like maybe once you're out of the tutorial and you're like actually doing real cases, they're like, oh, by the way, if you hold the triangle button. But I already know. And it saves enormous amounts of time. Now, luckily, this gun shop, it just happens to be open all the time in 1947 Los Angeles.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Now, I have my doubts that...
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Sure, whatever. Is it on this side? Blue steel, barrel... No, it's probably on the other side. But I have my doubts that this gun could actually stop a rhino. Oh, God. Why am I not reading this closely enough? Steel, nickel, polished nickel, barrel... Welcome to LA Noire. Oh, what was the description of the damn thing? I'm looking for the word plural, pearl. Yeah, pearl grips, nickel plated, Smith & Wesson Model 27. That's good enough. Ah, there it is. Pearl grip. It's at the very end.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Motherfucker has like a buffalo on his back wall. Look at that thing.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Maybe I shouldn't show their mouths while they're driving. That didn't seem to work out to my advantage. So you start the game off, he's just a regular cop. And eventually you become a detective, as it is advertised. This is the guy's apartment. And in very true video game design tactics, I think it's going to tell me in text right about now, cold-handled doors allow you to enter. If it's big and shiny, you can interact with it because it's a video game. Apartment number 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Kind of like, are you stuck in your climbing puzzle in Uncharted? Grab the yellow ledge.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer
What
Cole
the
Phelps.
fucking
This is
cops?
Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Oh fuck, I forgot. There are sometimes brawl controls which only rear their head like every so often in the game, and they're really hard to remember.
You ready?
Oh shit. Oh, I want to do a cool move. Oh yeah, put him through the table. Fuck yeah. Oh, you're still up? What? Yeah.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off
You know,
guard.
for a boxing fan, you're not too good at boxing,
Keep an eye on
motherfucker.
Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Investigate. Oh, let's look at your suspicious green book.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Oh yeah, it's 1947, so all your call-ins have to be at traditional landline phones. Oh, so this is a frequent thing that happens where we get to see flashbacks into Phelps's military career. This is him first joining the Marines. So he was in the war, as in the big one. He was in WW2, obviously.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Burn. Now, granted, I don't know my military terms, so I don't know what the difference is between the two. But I would take it that we are in the drafty side versus people who signed up. I don't know. Armed and dangerous.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Nah, fuck, I gotta drive. There we go, I can turn that shit off. I was like, I bet there's a button for that. It's left stick, clicking in. Look at that salt pile. That salt pile's gonna get real for me in the near future when I get salty playing this game. Oh fuck, I forgot this part. I thought we were driving to our first case, but no, we're driving to a shootout. This game has shootouts sometimes. And they're not all that frequent, to be honest. Yeah, eat shit. Alright, there's a guy alive behind that car.
On the ground, now!
You motherfucker. Shoot the tire out. Gotcha.
Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
You took my cover. God damn it.
Take it slow.
I don't even remember this guy's name because we're not with him for very long.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to kill a
Smart
cop,
move.
and it's the electric chair.
Ooh, that's a bad one. Now, unfortunately for you bad guys,
Stay down.
I have aim assist on because I'm a coward.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole.
Watch you
Should
just
be all
get pegged
clear.
the second I walk in. I'm fine.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
I mean, I killed all the guys, but whatever. I think I did anyway.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Yeah, so these flashbacks show some of the character flaws that Cole has, and one of them is that he's a glory hound a little bit.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Alright, here's your tutorial for
LAPD.
pursuing suspects. The best part of the game. Jump this fence. Oh shit, dump truck. How are you outrunning me, motherfucker?
Stop now or I will shoot.
Then shoot him, damn.
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn, watch your fire.
He had a much easier shot earlier and he didn't take it. Also, that seems a little aggressive for running away for ditching parole. Oh, watch this motherfucker kick me in the face. Watch, watch, watch. Yeah! Alright.
You've got to be kidding.
You fucking asked for it.
I kind of did. I called it. I was like, he's going to kick me right in the face.
No way I'm going back inside.
Where the hell did he go?
I've done my time.
Oh, he just did a cool roll.
You assholes already screwed me once.
It's over, Bowers.
Come on, Bowers, get back here so we can have our cool rooftop fight scene.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
It's gonna attack me. Ooh, clothesline.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Oh, I love this game. It's so dumb. I know for a fact you can knock this fucker off the roof. Yes, yeah! Murder. I don't think that alarm is supposed to be going off. I think that's a bug.
You run track in high school?
It's totally a bug. Oh god, this game is so stupid. That's why I love it. Oh, I should have explained that from the get-go. That part of the reason I love this game is because it's full of dumb bullshit.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership,
Oh.
Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1.
Buried.
Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
What a great guy Cole seems to be. Buyer beware.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Good job there, Sherlock.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, shit. I don't...
Everybody
no,
stay back. Let us do our job.
Yeah, there we go. You see that big shiny visual clue that just went off? I don't want that. Where would it be? Gameplay? Off. I think. Chimes in wireless controller vibration will indicate the presence of nearby objects. So I want that. That was weird. I had it on, but it showed me the visual thing. That's super weird. Maybe that was a bug. We'll look at the body last.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
So this is more what the game is actually like, not the like recent hash of flashback short sequences that we've been getting. Okay, or drag on the touchpad to manipulate an object and search for points of interest. Now I can do that, although it's fucking a lot harder to control this way because it doesn't make any sense. I will be doing that never again.
FN Browning, serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Just put it back in the trash. Oh wait, no, I guess he bagged it or something. I don't know. That was my first thought. I was like, just shove it back in the trash can. Alright, let's check out this
Broad
body.
daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Excuse me, just like grab your arm. Nothing on this one. I just dilly-dally up in your face a little bit. Oh yeah. Interesting. Anything on your other arm? Nope. I think someone just got in like a big accident. Your other pocket. No, not your fucking left arm. Nope. Yeah, there you go, Cole. What do we have over here? Pearl earrings. A list of names. Layaway ticket.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
What guy?
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
The orange shirt guy? Yeah.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Just walk through the camera, whoever that was. Did I get...
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
I'll do what I can. I think I got everything out here. So let me open the menu again and go to gameplay. Clue music. There we go. This is the setting I want. Music will automatically fade down when all clues in a location are discovered. That is a super useful setting. Though it might not work because I'm turning it on right now. Okay, the music turned off. Or maybe not, I don't know. I might have bugged it because I put it on too late. But usually the way this setting works is that when you're investigating a crime scene and you found all the things that are relevant, it'll play like a little Zelda chime or something. It'll like go ba-da-da-da. Like it sounds like Zelda for real. It sounds like American 40 Zelda.
Can I help you, sir?
And that'll be your clue that like you found everything.
Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
All right, the real game. So this game's development was rather expensive, which is a whole big story. But one of the reasons it was expensive is because it used like a really advanced face scanning technology.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
If you think the witness is lying and you have proof, choose accuse. To accuse a witness, you will need to present evidence. Press triangle to accuse the witness. Bitch, you are not telling me the truth.
You're lying, Miss Galleta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Her name is on the layaway voucher.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galleta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom.
So not important right now.
If you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
If you think the witness is lying but you lack proof, then you can press doubt or whatever. Press square to act as a bad cop. What? They frickin' labeled these. I guess I didn't notice this on the first question, but they completely renamed this shit. It used to be called X would be truth, square would be doubt, and triangle would be lie. So I guess because they knew that the entire time that those labels were like a little confusing to understand, that they've just renamed them. That's super weird.
You're making me angry, Miss Galleta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Yeah, it's the 40s. Everyone hates the Jews.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
If you think the witness is sincere, choose good cop or truth. Man, this is so hard to adjust to.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Stop worrying about your earrings, bitch. I am not a fan of these relabels. I miss my doubts and my truths. This book doesn't matter. Why did I pick this up? Say something stupid.
Tell me anything.
Ah. He always has like dumb one-off useless lines when he picks up shit that doesn't matter.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Alright, but you're driving. Last I checked, if you get into the car...
You're behind the
at
wheel.
this moment, and if you like accidentally put even one like tire over the curb, it considers it like contaminating the scene, and you get a game over. It's so stupid. Unless they fixed it in this version.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Also, this game's been out like for 2 weeks by the time I'm playing it, and I hadn't even heard that they relabeled those controls. Just doubt all the time. Especially because everyone lies in this game. And sometimes people lie for like no good reason. They're not even guilty of anything and they're just lying to the cops. It's like, what the fuck? Just be cooperative, you asshole.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name.
You don't
Thing
say.
looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Probably didn't have to come here, but it doesn't hurt to cover your bases. You probably saw that there's like a experience system.
Drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So that can help with that. And given that there is like a rank up system, and this game was primarily developed in Australia, which is not technically Western Hemisphere, I like to think that this game is a step away from a JRPG. It is an Eastern developed game. Oh yeah, that's my favorite JRPG of the 7th gen, LA Noire. And you know what? Cole's kind of like a silent, everyday protagonist. He's the everyman. Not really. He's kind of a dick. And that's not a detective pun.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
What is going on? That is new to this version where you just hear tires screeching all the time in the background.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu
Not
is
me.
out back.
Nope.
He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
You motherfucker. I'm already jumping over the fucking thing before he runs. That was the worst lie ever. Like, no, I'm not a murderer.
Kalu, get back here!
Oh, fuck, I did that the super wrong time. Aw, this bus is gonna get in my way. No, yeah, it worked.
Stop or I will shoot!
Thought it was gonna be like that video of the Georgia Dome collapsing that the Weather Channel shot. You see that shit? Look that up.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
I love this guy.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps.
That smoke is coming through the window way too clearly.
You've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Oh, that smoke's coming through his arm. Did you see that shit?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
All right, interrogation. Argument with Gage.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Nope, nothing to do with me. Also, you get intuition points. They're kind of like your lifelines. They do various things upon when you use them. You can even use them in the field, and I think what happens is, like, it'll show you all the clues in a scene if you're investigating, and, like, I believe right now, it'll totally be, like, lifeline, poll the audience. I think it'll just show you, like, what the average of people, like, what they pick. Though I don't know what it would show me right now, because I'm not actually connected to the internet. Anyway, let's look at our stuff. We have the fatal sidewalk shooting incident. Also, you can look up and check people out. You can make them sweat. And I'm sure, like, eventually if you take too long, they'll start talking shit. They'll be like, let's say something. Whatever. We got the handgun, got the layaway voucher. We also have this. Possible religious motive, murder weapon serviced. Also, if you hit options on PS4, we got like a cool little freaking log here, and they put it like in a typewriter. That's a very nice touch. All right, so Cole's like, lawyer can't help you, blah, 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 blah. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store, put 5 rounds in Gage's back. Like, nah, he got what was coming to him. It had nothing to do with me, even though you were positively identified at the scene.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
I have a witness, motherfucker.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
God damn.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the
Chill
subject,
out,
you going
Cole.
motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The line got kind of cut off for some reason. I think this is also an accused because we have evidence.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, shit. Maybe this isn't it. Cole did not go the way that I expected him to go.
You're off the hook, for now.
That's one of the best things in this game. So you can accuse people, and like, when you have the option to present evidence, you can always back out. You don't have to like hard commit if you're like, oh no, wait, I was wrong. You can totally back out. I'm going to go with a bad cop here. Doubt.
You left-wing leaning parasite.
Oh,
You expect
chill
me to
out,
sit
Cole.
here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do
Only
it,
just
Mr.
said half
Kalu?
those words.
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
I really did it this time, Kalu.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
They do a little, like a skip and a little, like, click your heels together, Cole. You're becoming a detective. Ooh, new results screen. Or old results screen? I don't know. Maybe this is the old results screen. I think this might be the one that was in the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. But it's not the same as the one in the PC version. Your actions have earned you a promotion. Prepare for reassignment. So we're no longer a beat cop, and we're into the proper game now. That was all basically tutorial.